Let me update you briefly on the number of counties in the state of California that we're monitoring. Counties that have been on a list for 3+ days, a monitoring list that we put out a number of weeks ago. When I last left you on Thursday, there were 19 counties on that list. Today, we have 23 counties. And you see up there, the newly added 6 counties, 19 plus 6 doesn't equal 23. Well, you have counties that come on and counties that are coming off. For example, Contra Costa was on, off now, back on. Santa Clara was on last week, no longer on. So we have, in total, new updated monitoring list. Those 6 counties, Colusa, Madera, Marin, Merced, Monterey, and San Diego, that were added to our monitoring list. This is a list we use for technical assistance to engage their local health officers or local elected officials working within the county to address criterion that they attested to, that they put forward as a county that needs to be monitored and needs support if we are no longer aligned in terms of our initial expectations. One of the most important things we can do, in addition to technical assistance on that monitoring list, is to do more to focus on enforcement. Now, we walked through the beginning of our enforcement efforts that we were anticipating implementing this weekend. I want to update you on what we did do this weekend, but I want to remind you that our enforcement has been prioritized on parts of the state where we have known violators, where we have high-risk workplaces, or we have industries that should be operating at a scale. Think of restaurants and bars in an appropriate and safe manner. And so that was the criteria to which we advanced our updated efforts on enforcement, our more targeted enforcement efforts with these teams that we have assembled, these cross-pollination of state agencies that sent out teams in 6 key regions in the state of California over the weekend. Our focus, again, is to remind people that we have put forward guidelines in this state. So much of the focus, I've said in the past, has been around when to reopen our economy, but not how to more safely reopen sectors in our economy. And so we really need to get back to a focus on how to safely reopen our economy. Well, what are the mitigations that need to be in place? What are the expectations that we set forth as it relates to wearing masks, both from a staff perspective and a patron perspective? What are the physical distancing criteria that we have attested to and put into place pursuant to those state guidelines? What's the signage that has been put up so it's visible and people have access to it? Physical distancing criteria and the like. And so we really focused in on workplace safety guidelines. Again, the enforcement is not just about being punitive. It's also about educating people, allowing people to make modifications, but moreover, to address the bad actors, the folks that are simply just disregarding these orders, and to hold them to some account as well. But this is the primary focus of the enforcement: education along the criteria that we put out and the guidelines and the modifications that we've made, again, focusing on how to safely reopen sectors of our economy. Over the last few days, we significantly increased our enforcement in these 3 critical areas. We had close to 6,000 in-person visits to bars and restaurants just from the Department of Alcohol Beverage Control. So ABC visited just shy of 6,000 establishments over a few-day period. You'll see over 440,000 individual contacts that were made, phone calls, visits, emails, and the like through OSHA and our Department of Industrial Relations. And I mentioned on Thursday the Board of Barbering and Cosmetology. We have to focus, obviously, on concerns in salons and the like. And so we directed, based upon input we were getting from county health officials, again, targeting these counties that are on the watch list. We targeted licensees that we had either received complaints about or had information that was concerning that we needed to get clarified. So significant improvement and increase in enforcement over the weekend. Most of it, again, from an educational paradigm, though there was plenty of citations. Local law enforcement, we are requesting more information about local enforcement on masks requirements and the like. But as you saw from West Hollywood, Santa Monica, and others, notably, we're stepping up their enforcement using local law enforcement to either educate, but also to promote physically distancing and/or, wearing face coverings. And those were tiered, meaning first enforcement action may have been $100, up to $3, in some cases $500. As you know, many of these can go as high as $1,000 on enforcement. So I encourage people, again, we're not going out there with a punitive frame, but we are going out with the resolve that this moment needs to make sure people are protecting themselves and protecting others to mitigate the spread of this virus. And that spread continues. Some 5,699, just shy of 5,700 new cases reported on July 5th. This is the last reporting period. I've included in this slide a 7-day average. That 7-day average has begun to climb to now 7,876 cases on an average 7-day rolling period. That includes, by the way, the cases that were suspended, the data, rather, that we collected that was suspended in L.A. Over the last 3 days. Those numbers are included in that 7-day average. There's some ambiguity because L.A. County, over the holiday weekend, was not reporting their daily counts on July 3rd, 4th, but we do have their counts reflected in July 5th and in the 7-day average that you see on your screen.